And hello everyone, and welcome back to another WWE Predictions. And well, today I'm joined by Jackson, and we are going to be doing these predictions as per usual. And as you all know, and as you know, Jackson, uh,
Yo.
basically, you've been on these predictions before. I'm pretty
Yep.
sure you know how this works, but for the people at
Mm-hmm.
home that don't know how this works, I'll tell them how it works here. The first lot of predictions is who we think is going to win, which is basically Jackson. Do you remember?
Who we think we want to win. That basically means who we think WWE has booked to win for storyline purposes and such.
And who we want to win is our own personal opinion. So without further ado, I'm going to do a really good graphic that goes on to the first match. We'll do that right about now. And the first match is, of course, the Women's World Championship match as Stephanie Valkyrie goes one-on-one with Nikki Bella. Now, Jackson, I'm going to let you go first on this one. Tell me who you think and who do you want to win this
Yeah.
match.
Um, Stephanie Vaquer just won the Women's World Championship at WrestlePalooza. Now, it was like a couple months ago, but it's still that it doesn't seem like that much of a long time. She really hasn't done much with the title. I think she's only had a couple defenses, one of them being against Raquel on Raw. And I knew this heel turn was coming because backstage, Nikki said to Stephanie, "Be careful when you're champion. Anyone can come for you to take that title." Anyway, so this is Nikki Bella is currently in her last run in WWE. So it would be nice to see her win the championship, but it's not like she needs it. And if Stephanie were to win, it would not only elevate her as a superstar herself, but her championship reign. And there are some rumors that Brie Bella might return to help Nikki win the title. I don't know how likely that is to happen. So I think it should be Stephanie, and I want it to be Stephanie.
Oh, oh yeah. I can tell you this much. I'd love her to give me a devil's kiss, if you know what I mean. But in
Really?
all,
You can't stop for one video?
but yeah, in all seriousness, I think I can agree with you here that Stephanie Valkyrie needs to go a little bit more further as the women's world champion. I think she's only, but I can't, what, I don't know, the third women's world champion, or I can't, fifth women's world champion. But, like, we need a lengthy reign, and if that means
Yeah.
that Stephanie Valkyrie goes to WrestleMania as the women's world champion, and to face, in my opinion, the Royal Rumble winner needs to face the world champion and not the women's champion, because that's always the case. So I think that this war games between the two, between Stephanie Valkyrie and Nikki Bella, is gonna. I think it will be Stephanie Valkyrie, and I want Stephanie Valkyrie. Even though I feel like we need to stay fearless when it comes to Nikki Bella. Could there be interference from her sister? Maybe. Maybe it might backfire. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we'll just have to wait and see, as we'll do another great transition, I beg your pardon, into the next match. And the next match, as you just saw there, it is none other than the WWE Intercontinental Champion, the Grand Slam. Thank you, man, Mr. Farewell John Cena. It's his last ever
And
appearance, making his last ever appearance here in San Diego, California, and at
man,
Survivor Series. The last time is now is John
yeah.
Cena versus Dirty Dominic Mysterio. And by God, before we
Yeah.
started recording, we were saying how good Dominic Mysterio's had it. He's the AAA Mega Champion. He needs that precious Intercontinental Championship back. But in my opinion, there's only one
So
way.
they-
uh, I did. I said that he needs it back. But I feel like there's going to be some more shenanigans with the Judgment Day and Dominic down the line, or with his dad, Rey Mysterio, the ungrateful, uh, the ungrateful deadbeat dad that is Rey Mysterio.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, I've loved Rey Mysterio and I've loved everything he's done in the business, but he's got to let the next generation shine.
Are you a dad?
Not yet.
Then you don't understand.
But I might as well be. I might as well be, and I will have to admit to you have to let your next generation shine, and this is where he shines. Dominic
Just make your prediction.
is. I'm going to. I'm going to right now. Methinks it will be Dominic Mysterio because I think he will lie, he will cheat, and he will steal the victory from John
All
Cena.
right.
But I
All right.
want it to be John Cena. For the tournament purpose, at
Sure.
least.
Yeah, I was about to say I have a lot of strong opinions on this match. When John Cena won the Intercontinental Championship, he won it on his last Raw in his hometown of Boston. And now Dominic, he wants his rematch on his home turf, which does make sense. And when they started this last time is now tournament, they wanted John Cena's last opponent to be earned and not handpicked because that is a big spot to fill. It's a big responsibility. And John Cena losing the Intercontinental Championship to Dominic Mysterio, yes, it would elevate Dominic Mysterio. Would it hurt John Cena? No. John Cena losing the Intercontinental Championship to Dominic Mysterio, whether it's Judgment Day interference or Dominic just does it all by himself, it doesn't matter. It would only hurt his opponent because, like I said, they are doing this whole tournament because they want John Cena's final opponent at Saturday Night's Main Event to be hard earned. Now, if whoever wins that tournament goes into Saturday Night's Main Event against that match with John Cena, and John Cena's already lost the Intercontinental Championship, it doesn't make the win more meaningful because they go into that match knowing that John Cena already lost to Dominic Mysterio. So what does that win do for them? Nothing. So I think it should be John Cena, and I want it to be John Cena.
So, if there's one thing I would say before we go on to the next match is that we both know, you and I both know, that Dominic Mysterio has indeed been in War Games itself, when he was a part of the Judgment Day in that big War Games match. And speaking of like the Judgment Day, we know that you know the women's side, Charlotte Flair was also on the War Games. I think in 2023 or 2024. I think,
Yeah.
and she's also in it. Well, this year. Let's go on to that actual match right about now. Well, okay, Jackson, speaking of the Women's War Games match, that is the match that we have next. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to name the heel team that's on the screen right now, and then you can name the babyface team. You can start with the right hand side on the babyface team. I'll go on the side with the left hand side. Onto the right hand side. Well, for the heel team, we have uh, Lash Legend. There's a big metaphor coming. Never mind. My favorite, my pick to get to dominate this match: Nia Jax, Becky Lynch, Asuka, and Kairi Sane, the women's tag team champions, the Kabuki Warriors. And on the babyface side, Jackson.
We have Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, the former women's tag team champions. Your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler, AJ Lee. And then we have two former women's world champions, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky.
That is absolutely right. This one could go either way. And now, I still, we are still awaiting on the time of this recording on who's going to be on the advantage. Now, granted, uh, we obviously even for you, SmackDown hasn't happened yet.
No,
Um,
it as of this recording, it's 4 o'clock and it starts at 8 o'clock.
yes. So that's I can't wait to see who gets the advantage there. So for the sake of the recording, I'm going to do two lots of dialogue, and whichever one is correct. No, I'm joking. I'm just gonna go out and take a limb. Since that the heels on the men's side have the advantage, I'm going to guess that that's another prediction here. Then the women will have the
The face team will have the
the
advantage.
advantage. That's the word I'm looking for. So my predictions is there's so many. There's no eliminations here. So I'm going to make the following predictions. Which two entries are going to start off, and which one is going to get the pin or get submitted. I think it will be Io and one of the Kabuki Warriors to start the match, and the person that's going to get pinned and submitted, I think Becky Lynch will tap out to AJ Lee's uh, Black
Black
Widow.
Widow. Yeah.
And therefore, I think the babyface team Rhea is going to win, and I want Team Rhea to win. Go ahead.
I agree completely with that. I'm just going to keep it simple. I agree completely with that.
Wow, short and simple.
Yes.
Well then,
Which isn't always bad.
no, exactly. Okay, anyway, moving on to the next match.
All right. Now we have the men's Wargames match. On the heel team, we have Drew McIntyre, Bronson Reed, Brock Lesnar, Braun Breaker, and Daniel's favorite wrestler, Logan Paul.
Sorry, I just gagged a little. I'm thinking, just looking. In fact, if anything, hey, future Daniel, put like a blur over the Logan Paul's face.
Oh, fuck you.
Look, you know, like when Vince McMahon was going to put a blue dot over his face.
Oh, there's also Paul Heyman there, too.
Oh yeah, you can't forget that weasel. And obviously on the babyface side, you've got Jimmy Uso, the World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk, the WWE Champion Cody Rhodes, but you want this in the air for this one, the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, and it's Jey Uso. And what a freaking hell of a side! Well said. This is an all-star War Games match. We've got Cody Rhodes, you got Brock Lesnar, you got Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed. We have the Usos. We have Drew McIntyre. We have CM Punk, and we got Logan Paul. Yeah, I know. I said his name. Ugh.
Finally. You gotta get out of your comfort zone.
I know, but it's back. So yes, Jackson, this can only mean one thing. In the words of William Regal, War Games. And I can't. I feel like this is too easy to predict. I think that Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre will start off, and I think that the person to get pinned. I think that also that the heels will win, but in a way that Brock Lesnar will choose a champion to F5 in either CM Punk or Cody Rhodes, most likely Cody Rhodes, and he'll go to pin him, but Braun Breaker will break him up and go, I've got this, and pin him. Or if it is CM Punk, then, that makes better
Yeah.
sense. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
it does.
I think it will be Team Heyman or Team Vision, whatever you like to call it.
Yeah.
Team Hell, I don't know because nobody knows who's the leader here. So Team Hell, I don't know. I want them to win. Simple as.
Yeah. Yeah. Personally, I would love to see Team American Punk Bloodline, whatever the hell you want to call them. I would love personally to see the face team win, but Team Heyman, it does make more sense because when Braun Breaker took out Seth Rollins, that showed that he doesn't want to listen to anyone. He wants to be the top guy in Raw. He wants to be world champion. And I do like the idea of Brock Lesnar hitting an F5 on CM Punk and then Braun preventing Brock from getting the pin, and then he takes the pin to win the Wargames match.
Yes, indeed. Now I feel like every member of Team Cody or Team American Nightmare, whatever they like to call it, is gonna get a trip to Suplex City. But there you go. Me and Jackson just made our predictions for WWE Survivor Series War Games. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is all again. Now, I obviously, for copyright reasons, I can't play the actual theme song. So, I hope you enjoyed the predictions, and feel free to let me know who you think is going to win in the comment section below. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time for the next load of predictions, as it says goodbye from me.
So far, so far. Peace.
Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this one, then feel free to watch the previous one. And if you want to watch the playlist, then click on the playlist that's on the screen now. Also, feel free to like, share, and subscribe.